You fat, ugly
I rest my case. Things start off simple enough. Peter's about to go on a fishing trip with the boys, cracking jokes, all that good stuff.
That's what I thought a Portuguese was. Me and my brain, huh? And we're just getting started.
But when Quagmire's late to the dock, Peter and Joe decide to head off to look for him. They show up at Quagmire's house, and luckily he had just slept through his alarm.
Hey, Quagmire? You in there? Holy crap!
Oh my god! He must have autoerotically asphyxiated himself!
Yeah, while he was watching clown porn.
Oh, never mind!
Also, geez, Quagmire's interests never cease to amaze me. Peter and Joe take Quagmire to the hospital, where he ends up in a coma. The scare even brings Quagmire's sister Brenda into town alongside her boyfriend Jeff. And let's just say, Jeff isn't exactly a peach.
Alright, on the way back, I get to pick the radio station, because that was awful!
I know, yeah, it was. Just I hope Glenn's okay. I'm so worried about him.
Shut up and limp! We're in a handicap spot, you
I mean, can you blame anyone for hating him? When she arrives, Quagmire's sister decides to try and pull him back to consciousness with a childhood song.
Glenn, don't die from autoerotic asphyxiation. Your friends want to go fishing with you.
This song is from childhood?
Yep, I'm with Brian on this one. The song actually works, and the gang brings him back to his home, but it doesn't take long for Jeff to ruin the would-be pleasant moment.
And Jeff and I are happy to stay here with you for as long as you need.
Fine! Then you call my cousin Terry and tell him we're not gonna be at his karate recital.
Yeah, that's bad, right? Well, it only gets worse.
Come here! You fat, ugly If today wasn't your birthday...
If today wasn't her birthday! Oh my, this dude is evil! Quagmire can't sleep due to the constant fighting between Brenda and Jeff, and so eventually... I say Brenda and Jeff, it's mainly Jeff to Brenda. Anyway, eventually, he goes to the Griffins for help.
Hey, Peter.
Jeez, Quagmire, you look terrible.
I didn't get any sleep.
Dude, Quagmire's face looks like it was run over. Oh man, what a lack of sleep can do to you. Maybe we just need a moment to cool off. This is all a lot.
Hey, Rock Lobster!
Thank you, Peter. Where were we? Glenn gets Lois to try and talk with Brenda about breaking up with Jeff, and so the two grab lunch. However, when Lois asks Brenda to take her glasses off, she reveals one of the nastiest black eyes I've ever seen.
Do you mind taking off your sunglasses?
No, it's really not that bad. It only hurts when I see.
But you always see! Despite Lois's pleas, Brenda just won't break up with Jeff, and so Joe insists that they set up an intervention for her. Wait, intervention? What's that mean again?
What's that?
It's like a surprise birthday party, but instead of cake and presents, there's angry letters and someone who inappropriately tries to make it about themselves.
Right, how could I have forgotten that? Anyway, the intervention begins and is filled with nothing but helpful insight all around.
So, you like getting beaten, huh? Well, why don't you smoke a whole carton of cigarettes?
Okay, maybe not. Quagmire steps up and finally gets through to Brenda, though in a bit of an odd way.
Sadly, the fact that you are with Jeff proves to me that you have made a choice to make your life worse. I want the girl I grew up with back.
Which was a bit controversial because it kind of comes across as Glenn blaming his sister for being abused, which isn't great. Just when things are looking up though, Jeff busts in asking for Brenda's money and then has her drop some big news. They're getting married. Worse yet, Brenda's pregnant.
Pregnant?
Oh, congratulations! Have you thought of any names yet? Maybe Slappy? Or Bruisey? Or Keep It Down in Izzy?
Yeah, Peter, maybe not the best time to crack jokes. The boys talk about Jeff over a game of poker, and Quagmire says that they just ought to kill him, as the world is better off without people like him. Joe, being a cop and all, isn't in on that idea.
What the hell? Did you change the channel while I was going to get a beer? We're watching Leno, you
Let's waste this dick.
All right, now he's in. They grab Jeff and invite him on their little annual midnight hunting trip, quote unquote, and with Jeff's personality, there's no way he could resist shooting animals. When Jeff gets up to take a whiz, Quagmire tells Peter and Joe his plan.
All right, look, when he comes back, I'm just gonna do it, okay? I'm just gonna point my gun straight at his head before he even knows what's going on.
Kinda like this?
Right in earshot of Jeff. Jeff, rifle in hand, takes Quagmire hostage and leaves the others off nicely.
Now get those hands where I can see them. All the way up. That's okay. You can keep them the way you had them so it covers your stomach.
Thank you. You know, if this Jeff was around more, we wouldn't have tried to kill you.
Okay, maybe that was too good to be true, as he ends up just knocking them out and dragging Glenn through the woods in his car. Quagmire convinces Jeff to kill him with his bare hands, so the two beat each other to a pulp until Jeff finally manages to choke Glenn out and kill him. Holy frick, they actually just killed off Quagmire and kept Jeff? That's awful!
What the hell? I killed you!
I choke myself every day, you bastard.
Okay, spoke too soon. Thank goodness. All that autoerotic asphyxiation paid off. I never thought I'd say that. Awesome. Okay, maybe Quagmire shouldn't have been the judge, jury, and executioner there, but you know what? For Jeff, I might just let that one slide. The boys leave Brenda a fake "I'm leaving you" note that's supposed to be from Jeff, but all that chaos seemingly wasn't enough for Peter.
I don't want to kill somebody else now.
Speaking of killing, When You Wish Upon a Weinstein nearly killed Family Guy as a whole in just its 3rd season. Peter's having money issues after blowing the family's rainy day fund on volcano insurance.
Wait, that's Lois's rainy day fund.
Ah, come on. It never rains in Rhode Island?
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure we've never had a volcano either.
Well, don't you think we're overdue for one?
Touché, salesman.
I mean, to be fair, you can't argue against that logic. Doesn't raise the chances of a volcano hitting, but still, when Lois finds out about Peter's little expenditure, she calls him irresponsible and childish. What is new here? What is... Like, this is very much Peter Griffin. Though, continuing the theme of great arguments in this episode, Peter comes up with one of his own.
You better watch who you're calling a child, Lois, because if I'm a child, then you know what that makes you? A pedophile. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna stand here and be lectured by a pervert.
How can you argue against that logic? Also, yeah, that's one of the funniest jokes in the series, hands down. Peter heads to the clam with Cleveland and Quagmire, who each say their accountants, who just so happen to be Jewish, by the way, are racking in tons of extra cash for them.
So you're saying I need a Jewish guy to handle my money?
Peter, not every Jewish person is good with money.
But why would you even say that? For shock value? Jeez, Cleveland, there's edgy and there's offensive. Good day, sir.
Peter, that literally all came from your mouth, not Cleveland's. Good day to you, sir! Peter catches Lois talking to her mom on the phone, and apparently, Mrs. Pewterschmidt thinks Lois would be better off with a chimp. Naturally, Peter responds to this heartwarming convo the only way anyone would. Disney parody.